Hello, thank you for joining me today. Today I want to talk about all the good that's coming out of this lockdown, and I want to take a few moments also to acknowledge all the good that the frontline staff are doing for us, and for all, and also to take some time to think about the people who have lost their lives. Okay, it is a global crisis, it's a global situation, and I really wanted to take this live to see what good we can take out of this, and what good is coming out of it for you, and what good of it is coming out of it for the globe as a whole, okay, for everybody around the world. So firstly, I'd like to just take a moment to acknowledge all the people that are losing their lives, okay. It is sad, it's dramatic, and there's a lot of grief around in across the world, people dealing with this and families losing loved ones. So I suppose first of all it's just to acknowledge that, and just to come together. It doesn't matter what religion, what background you have, it's just to acknowledge in your heart, to take a moment to just give thanks for that, and to say, that even though it's acknowledging that people are losing their lives and they're not being able to be with their loved ones, and to imagine the grief that is causing both the people that are passing on and the families that are being left behind. So it's to take that, just to acknowledge it here together, and maybe just to put your hand on your heart and say a prayer in your own way, or a thought in your own, share a thought together here in this live, of how we can acknowledge that those people are, that they are still being loved, they're still passing on, but that the world is with them nearly at a deeper level, that we're in this together. It's a global support. It's not just about people passing on their own. So it's just from our own hearts is to send out that love. That's the message I want to say today, to take that time. Because at different times throughout this lockdown and throughout this crisis has started, I know for myself, I get on with my life, and then there's moments I really think about what's happening. So it's to allow yourself to have those moments, and as a collective around the world, that we give ourselves that space and acknowledgement that it's okay to feel whatever feelings are going to come up, because a lot is going to be triggered by people and triggered by this situation. A lot of feelings are coming up. I know I feel the grief sometimes really, really deeply, and then I have to sit with it and then allow it to pass, not to hold on to it. But it's acknowledging it in the moment, okay? So then, for the frontline staff, I just want to acknowledge them as well. If any of you have family on the front line, or if you know of anybody on the front line, like I just know by what I'm looking at on the news. And we do have one, my sister-in-law in Mayo is on the front line as well. So it's just acknowledging all of that, that there are people we know who are out there giving their best, giving their all, and that's their gift. That's what they're created for. They want to help. They want to help the sick, and it's just to really acknowledge them as well for that. And then it's to look at all the good that's coming out of this. Like, what good are you experiencing from this lockdown, from this crisis? What good are you seeing in your own life? I know for me, I'm getting more time to spend with my family, okay? And there are challenges around that as well, because we have to look at ourselves then as a family unit, because we're all different personalities, different people, and we're spending more time together. So it's finding ways to communicate better, to relate better, to be open and honest, and to take space. I really, I get my morning walk, I share on my page today earlier. My morning walk is my way of just getting some time out and really taking that space. If you have any comments or anything you want to say when you join me, please post in the comments where you're coming in from, and because I may not see the comments coming up, or give me a hearts and thumbs if you're agreeing with this. But it's allowing yourself to see the good that's in this, and to see the good that can come from a global perspective. And I'm inviting you to see, like, how can you share more goodness, more love in this situation and make a bigger impact? Whether it's in your family unit, or whether it's in the community, or whether it's on a global level, whatever your profession is or your business is, it's looking at it from a different perspective. And this actual crisis has helped me become more focused in how that I can actually help more women, more professional and creative women, to actually make a bigger impact and get out there with their message. So if whoever's joined me, if you want to say hello and put in the comments, I'm going to share this into my group actually to see, is this coming up on my page here? Just hold on 1 wee second. I'm just going to share this live straight into my group, because to see would anybody like to join me from the group. If you have any comments or anything you want to say when you're in here with me for this live, please do share your comments. What good are you seeing in your life? What good are you seeing, the changes that you're making or that you want to make? I'm just going to share this now. Just bear with me 1 minute. I'm just sharing it into my group. You're welcome to join my group, and it is for my group is Feminine Leadership with Fidelma Greene. It's a community of women in business that I support to become more focused, more confident, and so that they can make a bigger impact and have more fulfillment and financial freedom in their business and life. So if that's something that resonates with you, you're welcome to come and join me in that group. I've just shared it live into that group now. So what else good is coming from all this? Well, the world has, was all focused about climate change, about so many other problems before this. And now we have a different scenario, and it's like we've shifted so quickly into something different, into something new. And we've become more connected as a globe. We've become more kinder. We've become more loving. We're feeling at a different level now. It's like it's an opportunity to step into something else, awakening within the global, within the world. So it's really seeing things at a different level and having a different perspective on this. But it's back to ourselves. It's back to each one of us that can influence the change. And they're being asked to step up now and maybe to use this as an opportunity to implement more changes in your life, in your business, in your work. So I'd love to hear from you. What changes is this making for you in your life? How is it impacting you? In my work, I'm Fidelma Greene, a business consultant and coach, for those of you who are new to my page. And if you're catching the replay, I appreciate you taking the time. So I help really passionate and purposeful women who really want to make a difference, who want to have more freedom, who find maybe that they're not valuing their time, and their time seems to be caught up with everything else but what they really want to do in their lives. So if there's a change that you want to make, this is a really ideal chance, because things are in there's a different energy around now. There's a different possibility here to actually open up to new things. And it could be your opportunity to actually make the changes that you've always wanted to make. And for some reason you haven't had time, you haven't had the money, or you haven't had the headspace to do it. This could be your opportunity to make those changes. So thank you for joining. If you want to say hello, tell me where you're calling in from. I'd love you to interact on this. It will give you some hearts and thumbs from wherever you're actually. Just press the thumbs up and say hello. And I'd love to hear from you. What good are you seeing out of this? We did take time at the start to acknowledge everything that's happening, the people that are losing their lives, and the people that are, not coping too well in this situation. And we give an acknowledgement as well to the people on the front line, because I know some people are possibly experiencing a lot of stress from this crisis, and a lot of fear, and a lot of drama, and a lot of concern. So if you're not in that position, and if you're in a position to actually help to influence more love, more kindness, more connection, I'm inviting you to step forward, to use this opportunity as a stepping stone into actually being more visual and more visible and being seen, so that you can help more people. And if you don't know how to do that, please come and join my group, or I'll post a link here. You can come and talk to me and book a clarity call how I can help you to do this. So sometimes you can't see, you get in your own way, and this is an opportunity during this time to see how can you actually get out of your own way and make a bigger difference. Okay, so I'm just going to take a glass of water here now. So what other good are you seeing from this? Leave in the comments, what good are you seeing coming from this global crisis? So I'm seeing connection. There's more love being shared as communities come together. As different organisations, you're seeing organisations changing, pivoting to actually being able to help in this situation. I know there are a lot of people losing their jobs, and if that's you, I fully acknowledge that. And yet it's to stay hopeful and to stay that, to believe that this will pass and that there will come new opportunities. And it's time maybe to use this time to look at what do you really want to make happen in your own life. How do you want to bring about some changes? And to use it as an opportunity for growth. That's what I'm personally using it myself. An opportunity to be more visible, to actually make a bigger impact, and to help people who I'm here to serve. So it's about really stepping into your highest potential in this situation and looking for the opportunities where you can actually serve at a higher level. Okay, so what else? So as well, something that's really come to light for me is asking myself, what's really important in my life? It's really putting things into focus, and it's an opportunity to really see what is important. So it can help you to really focus and say, you thought X, Y was exactly what you wanted to be doing, but now it may help you to get more focus, more clarity on exactly what is important and what changes you're going to make in your life. So let me know, are you having these moments as well? Are you having these thoughts? Does this resonate with you? I'd love to hear from you. So just to take this time as well to connect with yourself. Really, one thing I would say is really use this time to honour yourself, stay grounded as much as possible, get some fresh air. I know for me, getting out in the morning for fresh air, I know we're not permitted to go 2 kilometres away from our home for exercise or anything like that. Hello, whoever's joining me live, say hello in the comments. Where you're calling in from, or where you're from, or what's your thoughts on what's happening in the world today and how you're seeing some good coming from this. So for me, it's about getting out in nature. That's what keeps me grounded. Getting out for my walks, getting out, connecting with people, like-minded people. Avoiding over watching the news. I like to tune into the news at least once a day to find out what's happening. But I don't repetitively look at it the whole time, because that would just be consuming my mind and my energy, and it doesn't leave the space then and the opportunity for new things to come through. So it's really allowing yourself to ask yourself, how can you use this opportunity for good in your life and in your business and in your work? How can you support other people who are not maybe handling the situation too well? And if that is you, if you're not coping too well, please reach out to me. Book a call. I will put the link here on this post after I've finished of how you can come and talk to me if you need support or if you need help in your work or in your business. If you're feeling lost, confused, anxious, stressed about the whole situation, you don't have to be alone in this, and use it for good to come out of this situation. So I'm going to wrap up now. I've just been on my page here over 10 minutes, and I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments what you're seeing that's good coming from this, whether it's your community, your family, yourself, or your business. I'd love to hear from you. The more we spread goodness from this, the more we stay connected. That's where the real change is going to happen here. And it really is an opportunity here for us to not just let this go past and then go back to normal. It's about really using this as an opportunity to to hold on to some of what we've created in this space and in this time, and so that we can bring it forward in our life. Okay, so we've all slowed down. We've all kind of had to, get stopped in our tracks. So it is really an opportunity then to look at, to reflect and say to yourself, what good can come out of it? What's really important to me today? And what is it that I want to make changes in my life? And to use this time productively and wisely so that you can implement those changes. And I'm here to support you if you need some help in actually making those changes happen. Thank you for everybody that has joined me on this live. Say hello in the comments. If you have any questions or anything that you want me to answer during my live streams during this time, please do let me know. Okay, thank you, Fidelma Greene.